All right, Vaughn, thank you so very much. Well, October is National Bully Prevention Month. It is all about taking the time to acknowledge the impact that bullying has on others.
And to help us do just that, we are sitting down with a professional to talk about the effect of bullying, not just on children, but on all of us.
Joining us today is counselor Janelle Butler from Everyday Wellness and student Logan Davis. Ladies, thank you both for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Listen, Janelle, you've been in this space for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know, you have a special connection with the kids. You've even been a school counselor.
Yeah.
Bullying today is not the bullying we grew up with back in the day.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a different brand altogether. Yeah. It has advanced in so many ways. We look at cyberbullying. We look at just the emotional bullying. We look at relational bullying. It's so much just in the words that are not spoken and in the emojis now. I mean, it's a whole different level.
Yeah, I can only imagine that social media plays a part into that. I want to bring Logan into the conversation. Logan, tell our viewers what grade you're in and what are some of the things that you've either personally experienced when it comes to a bully or what you see your friends or other classmates go through.
So I'm in 12th grade. And one thing I've noticed a lot is that bullying happens like everywhere now, like on social media especially, because you know, we're on our phones 24/7 and people are constantly having access to us. So it's so much easier for people to, you know, talk to you at any time of the day. So yeah.
So here's my question, Logan, because, you know, every time, you know, when you pick up your kids from school, you say, well, how was your day? Oh, it was fine. You know, what are the questions? What are the conversations that parents need to be having with their kids? What are the things that we need to check? We know y'all don't want us all in your phone and on your social media. Y'all don't want us to be friends on social media. But what guidance would you have for parents about meaningful ways, about practical ways to just kind of connect with their kids?
I think the question should be like, how are you feeling today? Because, you know, if your kid's going to school every day and getting bullied, today might just be an okay day. The kid might have not said something that really hurt their feelings, but like, how are you feeling? What made you happy today? What made you sad? What were your highs and lows of your day? You know, what can I do as a parent to help me help you, like help me help you.
I love that.
That is so on
Isn't
point.
that
I'm so
good?
glad
Yes.
that you said that, Logan. Thank you, because sometimes as parents you can forget and get far removed from some of those issues when it comes to bullying. As you and Janelle mentioned, bullying is so different nowadays, especially with the social media. Janelle, what would be your advice for parents watching today? Now, once you get that information, those answers that Logan suggested that you ask, what are you supposed to do next? Because, you know, some parents are like, I want to go up to the school and then I'm going to do this, or, you know, others are like, don't do it. What should you do?
Wait a minute. Please wait. Stop, breathe, and then think. You know, look, call, care, check, you know, all that stuff. This is what I recommend highly. I thank Logan for really bringing about the open-ended questions, because that is key. But then also, you are data collecting. You are collecting the data so that you can follow patterns. You're looking for change in behavior, and then you're also asking, as Logan stated, not even just help me help you, but how would you like me to support you? Your children will tell you, they'll give you hints as to what they would prefer. Like, how can we start? Let's start with the teacher first before just coming up into the school and we're going to just come in the whole hallway and look for any administrator, like, because that ends up making the situation worse for the student.
Like embarrassing for them, right?
Yeah, and then it just kind of, it builds a momentum for causing them to be a target. You want to teach your children how to be assertive, not aggressive. We're not looking for fights, we're not looking for incidences, but we want to be able to be assertive, clear, concise, and confident in our responses. You want to teach your children what bullying actually is. Follow the PRP model. It's on purpose, it is repeated, and it's a power move. You know, the person who's doing it, inflicting it upon you, they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it more than once. They didn't just have a bad day. It's repeated, and then it is a power play. They are looking for you to be weaker than them. So we have to teach our children not to be aggressive, but to be strong.
I'm so glad you pointed out that PRP, because we get so many emails, as you know, Billy, from parents who feel like their child was mistreated at school or that a bully attacked them, and they're not satisfied, you know, with the response of the school. But it does become a question of, is this a pattern? What else is in play? What is your advice to parents about how to deal with teachers, administrators in really getting to the bottom of what's going on.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I know for a fact, especially within some of our local school districts, is that there are bully protocols in place just because of the laws that we have within South Carolina that allow us to be focused on not just the bullying that is physical, but cyberbullying as well. There's a zero tolerance policy. So what you want to do is ask questions. You want to fact find before you just go into action. Has there been a bully protocol put in place? Is this an isolated incident? How can we intervene to make sure that this doesn't continue, doesn't turn into a case of bullying? You want to ask the questions first. Have you sought out some help in the school for the student? Have they gone to a school counselor, school social worker, someone, a trusted adult, anyone?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Logan, my final question for you is, I know that we talked about what parents can do, but sometimes people become somewhat complacent when they're in a job, right? And some things are expected. We know that our school district officials work so hard to help mitigate and get the message of anti-bullying. But what would you want to say to just any school administrator watching out there who may think that's just a kid being a kid, or just ignore them, or I'll talk to their mom? Like, what would be your request of those inside of the school that are the immediate responders to this?
I think that every, like if a kid comes to you and says, hey, I think I'm being bullied, I think that those should be looked into seriously.
Absolutely.
And the school administrator should ask, like, what would you like me to help you with? Like, if the kid is in the class, maybe the administrator should go sit in class and see like what's going on, and like really like be observant of the kid's situation at school.
Yes. Well, I love that, Logan. We have Janelle on all the time, but we want to bring you back into the mix because I feel like you have just such an empowered voice to help other students, and particularly young women who are dealing with some really complex issues at that age. So thank you for being willing to use your voice to talk about this really, really important topic. Thank you both, ladies. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you. We're going to take a quick break. Much more on your news at 5:30 after this.